Thank you. Good morning and welcome to Convocation. This morning, before we get started, please make sure your phones are on silent and put away. This is a great opportunity for us to honor the work of our senior class. Today you'll hear words like legacy, honor, pride. And dedication. This morning, grades 9 through 11, you get a chance to see and honor the work of the seniors that have been here and working for you. Their involvement and their focus and attention to our school. You know, as you look at watch all these awards today, you'll see how they represent our core values and who we are as a school at HKIS. Many of these plaques and awards today will live forever in our school, and it's important to take the time to honor those. In a moment, we'll be, as you come up to receive awards, seniors, please come to the table where we'll be handing over those awards and taking a quick picture. Again, everyone, I appreciate the focus and being able to honor all of our seniors today, so thank you. And to start off this morning, I'd like to introduce Ms. Karina Berlin, our PFO president for the PFO Merit Scholarship.
Good morning, everyone. This year again, the PFO had the great pleasure and honor to select 8 students for the Merit Scholarship Awards. 4 juniors and 4 seniors will receive individually a scholarship of $12,500 Hong Kong dollars to help pursue your passion and studies. Thank you to everyone who applied. We had once again a great number of applicants, with 28 juniors and 24 seniors. I have to say, as a parent, it was impressive to read through your submissions. And as an individual, it was really inspiring, and I took away deep learnings. It was hence very difficult to select the awardees amongst all your submissions. And you may know, we look at the following elements. We look at involvement, so how active and committed is the applicant, and is HKIS going to be a better place thanks to the involvement? Character, so how genuinely and passionately the applicant leads and role models? And scholarship, strong grades, but also the positive impact of the school environment. And for juniors, in addition, we look for potential for further growth in the next year. So without further ado, I will read the names of the juniors first. Please hold your applause while I call out all the names. And for those, the names are read, please come to the podium. So this year's 2018 Merit Scholarship Award winners are Sartak Bashbai, Kaylin Chong, Sophia Nath, and Eve O'Connor. Congratulations once again. Wish you all the best in your next next year, your senior year. Now, for the senior class, same procedure. I will again call out all names. Please hold your applause, and then if your name is read, please come to the podium. So this year's senior winners, 2018, are Jonathan Chung, Ella Rogoth, Nicole Kwan, and Rachel C. Congratulate obviously all high school students for a very successful year, and thank you for your support. So of course, the juniors, I encourage you all to apply next year. Have a great summer. Thank you very much.
Take a quick second to thank Ms. Amy Clayton and Ms. Karina Bellin on behalf of the whole student body. The Booster Club and the PFO really does so much work for school spirit, and we on Senate get a lot of credit for school spirit, which I'm not complaining, but they do a lot of great work as well, from handing out food on the island to organizing the PFO Pumpkin Fest and World's Fair, to giving us money from their allocations and merit scholarships. So we really appreciate everything that they've done for us. So these are for them.
Recognizes an outstanding junior in the field of science. Winners of this honorary award are automatically considered for a 4-year scholarship at the University of Rochester. One previous winner from HKIS was awarded this prestigious scholarship, attended university there, and went on to further his studies at MIT in a PhD program. The student today chosen has to meet strict criteria, which includes completion of advanced studies in science, outstanding academic excellence, and behavior indicative of Rochester and Beauchamp commitment to scientific study. The winner of this year's Beauchamp Award is Jason Jongmin Choi.
For more than 100 years, Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, in conjunction with high schools around the world, has awarded the Rensselaer Medal to promising secondary students. These students have distinguished themselves in mathematics and science. The medal was first presented originally in 1916 with two main purposes. One, to recognize the superlative academic achievement of young men and women. Two, to motivate students towards careers in science, engineering, and technology. This merit scholarship is quite significant. It comes with a minimum value of $25,000 US per year. Guaranteed for 4 years. Each medalist who is accepted and enrolls at Rensselaer will get that award. The recipient of this year's award is Jason Park.
I really honestly thought that was for me. Thank you. Each year, around 1.5 million students enter the National Merit Program by taking the PSAT and National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test. This morning, I wish to recognize and congratulate not one, but as you see, 2 of our students who were named as finalists. That is rare in itself. They are among the top 1% of all who enter this competition from around the world. Congratulations to Lindsay Lowell, who won one of the $2,500 US scholarships, and Leslie Jules Lynn, who has been awarded a National Merit Scholarship on behalf of USC. Please come forward. Another prestigious award that we are very proud to present is the Sir Edward Yu Memorial Prize. This award, named after a former governor of Hong Kong, is well known across all schools in Hong Kong. Each year, each school may nominate 2 deserving seniors who embody the characteristics that you see on the slide. Somewhat unusually this year, HKIS had both of our nominations win the prize for Hong Kong. One of them participates in UNICEF, English for North Korean Students, Young Life, and is a student ambassador, Model UN, and jazz band, and a class leader. The other is an NHS, promotes school spirit and involvement, is inclusive of all, a school leader in Kids for Kids, Heifer International, Dragon Medics, Animal Safety and Protection. These 2 truly embody the values of HKIS. Please help me congratulate Jonathan Chung and Rachel C.
The American Chamber of Commerce Charitable Foundation Prize was introduced in 1986 and now is in its 31st year recognizing outstanding students in grade 11 who combine excellence in scholarship with achievements in community service, leadership, and other related fields. Nominating one junior for this award is never an easy task. This year, high school administration and counseling teams nominated a student who is driven by an innate interest in understanding how best to contribute to the world. This young woman takes ownership of her life journey by fully engaging in her learning process, commitment to her community, and personal well-being. She's constantly making connections to culture, history, and current affairs to bring awareness to and act on issues of social justice. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's recipient of the AmCham Charitable Foundation Prize Award to Sophia Naki.
Council of Overseas Schools Global Citizenship Award is presented to an outstanding junior student who embraces the qualities of a global citizen. It is expected that the recipient is respectful of the diversity of other nations, has an open mind, is well informed, aware and empathetic, concerned and caring for others, encourages a sense of community, and is strongly committed to engagement and action to make the world a better place. This recipient also should be able to interact and communicate effectively with people from all walks of life while having a sense of collective responsibility for all who inhabit the globe. This year's ERCOS Global Citizen is a keen equestrian who has a deep heart for service. She spends much of her free time working on a project with Nepalese students in Kowloon or actively supporting the SOS Riding for the Disabled program. The student has supported so many others through her endeavors as a Spanish tutor for both middle and high school students. She is a passionate advocate for raising awareness of mental health and well-being on our campus, and her relationships are inclusive and respectful. I'm so proud to award the 2017 ERCOS Global Citizenship Award to a most deserving young woman, Bianca Garcia.
For as long as students have been honored at this convocation, the Humanities Department Award has been given to an outstanding and inspirational student who has shown excellence in the study of the humanities. In the past, we selected an individual who exemplifies a passion for learning about our world through literature, history, geography, economics, psychology, religious studies, all the ways of knowing we explore in our various courses. Asserts his or her leadership skills and encourages community within the group, demonstrates mastery in writing, reading, and speaking, practices outstanding critical thinking skills, and finally, he or she makes connections between disciplines that are often considered unrelated.
This year, we decided to do something different. This year, we're honoring 3 seniors. Seniors whose passion for the humanities has earned them a place in history, or at least the academic book. For more than a decade, students have asked humanities teachers, why isn't there a humanities 2 in action? For years, students who have long since graduated from HKIS come back to visit and tell us they still remember the chocolate choice from their first day at 9th grade and their Humanities 1 in action class. Today, we honor 3 seniors who took action and petitioned the department for the course they wished they had. Last year, Jonathan Chung, Nicole Lim, and Matea Najberg approached the Humanities Department and said, we want to work on developing the Humanities 2 in Action course. These 3 young humanitarians have spent countless hours reading, studying, and planning to have the course proposed. They went through the same process any teacher who proposes a new course goes through, and they succeeded. Next year, more than 80 10th graders will take Humanities 2 in action. It is our pleasure and honor to recognize today these 3 individuals who created something special they wanted for themselves so that students for years to come will benefit.
Good morning, 大家好. There's always something in her that impresses her teachers, her classmates, and many more. She challenged herself to the highest levels, not just achieving academic excellence herself, but also taking her team forward. She brings a language to real life by using it for real life purposes, such as communicating with fellow players in the Hong Kong girls soccer team and participating in internship programs in Chinese companies. She's passionate about culture, the language, and above all, about learning. Today, she trumps in class debate, and tomorrow we believe she'll open a new window in the Chinese world. It is my pleasure to present the Outstanding Humanity Award to Matia.
Mathematics possesses not only truth, but also supreme beauty. I didn't come up with it. Bertrand Russell did. I asked several students, however, including today's award recipient, to highlight the one thing you love about mathematics the most. So several of your peers replied, and I'm going to share some of that with you now. One of the first things that really struck me was somebody said, an undeniable reality. Another student said, math has a kind of rhythm, and I appreciate the flow. Another student said, expansive and interconnected. A unique blend of rigor and creativity. The Outstanding Math Student of the Year not only imbibes and appreciates all of the above, but has also, since his freshman year, had an undeniable curiosity and self-motivated drive to investigate on his own, continually developing his understanding in mathematics. So it's my pleasure to invite Tik Lang Chung to come up.
It's really my pleasure on behalf of Ms. Grant, Mr. and Mrs. Wimbush, and Ashley Billington, on behalf of the PE department, to confer this award for outstanding achievement in PE. It's given to 2 students who exhibit exceptional commitment, passion, and dedication to the pursuit of physical education. And these students model 2 things: our independent physical fitness ethic and our full value contract. Both these students bring their very best to each and every class. It's really evident. They clearly enjoy getting on with the task at hand, and they motivate the kids around them to do their best and to really get into it. The full value contract, that really just describes who they are. It's pretty exceptional. They train on a regular basis because they're both athletes, and they need to keep in tip-top shape to do their best on the playing field and on the court. And they're the first to pitch in when there's a job to be done. No questions asked. I know it's going to be around helping me to put things away and stuff. So they're a real asset to each and every class, and they're a great pleasure to teach. Please join me in celebrating Meredith Wang and Holly Calvin.
Good morning, everyone. The recipient of this award is a senior who best exemplifies the scholarly achievement in the language. The Spanish department, Mr. Gomez and I, considers both academic performance and depth of intellectual pursuit, manifested in academic projects as well as leadership roles, active participation in programs activities, organization, clubs, and study abroad. Programs as part of the criteria. For the outstanding senior in Spanish language studies, not only all the above is taken into consideration, but also the student's exemplary commitment to others. This year's recipient is someone whose personal qualities have surpassed the academic ability. Someone who es war mai eine Freude, dein Mieter zu sein, Matthias Seifer-Neiber.
Recipient attended not one but 2 summer study programs in France. Recipients must have completed at least 3 years of study at the time of graduation and be a non-native speaker in French.
So, as this year's teacher of the honorary, I'm honored to distinguish Serena Tam as the recipient.
It is with great pleasure I present the Senior Science Scholar Award on behalf of the Science Department. This year we have an exceptionally strong class of scientists, and it was a challenge to choose one top individual. This is why we've selected 3 exceptional students deserving of this award. Over their 4 years, these students have demonstrated growth in learning, passion for science, discipline and creativity in their problem solving and lab methodology, enthusiasm in group work, and leadership. Congratulations to these 3 recipients of the Senior Science Scholar Award, Lindsay Liu, Sean Shook, and Sophia Mark.
Leadership comes in many different forms and styles. In the field of technology, most leaders are seen as charismatic, smart, innovative, and they never miss any opportunity. While these qualities are essential in the tech industry, some other qualities are much needed if we want to grow a learning community. This year, the Justin Hub Leadership in Technology Award is given to an individual who demonstrated outstanding servant leadership. I remember when I joined HKIS 4 years ago when there were only 5 students in the robotics club. He was already there, and he participated in almost all tech events and all tech courses that we offer. I would like to invite Stephen Rishimi Lee to come.
Good morning. Theater, there are so many benefits to theater. It raises self-confidence, imagination, empathy and tolerance, cooperation, collaboration, concentration, communication, problem solving, fun, trust, memory. The recipient of the HKIS Outstanding Achievement in Theater Arts exemplifies the best traits of a theater performer: professionalism, collaboration, resilience, and has created a fully embodied character in a main stage production in the drama department at HKIS. The recipient has been involved in all main stage productions at HKIS. In addition, the recipient of this award has made lasting, valuable contributions as a technician or designer for HKIS main stage productions.
The recipient of today's award has shown and does and has these following attributes: kindness, dedication, humility, honesty, and a great working attitude. Talented and reliable. This student has a positive impact on all people she works with. This student always goes above and beyond. She is reliable. I've had the pleasure of working with this student for a long time now. She always makes me laugh. I can always rely upon her. It's my pleasure to give this award to Heather Wong.
What's wrong?
The Visual Arts Department annually recognizes achievements as evidenced by students' passion, motivation, and creative excellence in a variety of courses. This year's recipient transferred into HKIS as a sophomore. She immediately walked into the art department with a plan. We knew that we'd be seeing a lot of this talented young woman, as she was passionate about making art, and she had a mission to get into a prestigious art and design university. She has taken course after course, learning all she can about a variety of media, demonstrating a personal and unique style, executed with technical precision and a smile on her face. Creativity comes naturally to this young woman, but her dedication and hard work in pursuit of her dreams are commendable. The high school art department is thrilled with her acceptance to RISD and wants to recognize her greatness by awarding her the first ever HKIS Visual Artist of the Year Award. Congratulations, Emily Chen.
The National School Choral Award, National School Orchestra Award, and John Philip Sousa Band Award. Each year, one student is selected to receive each of these internationally recognized awards. The honorees must have participated in the ensemble for a minimum of 3 years. This award is the highest honor given to one senior student in each ensemble category, chosen by his or her peers in recognition for his or her outstanding achievement in musicianship. They are chosen for their loyalty and cooperation to the ensemble and their continued desire to improve both individually and as an ensemble. This year's National School Choral Award recipient has shared her compositional creations with us during our community gatherings. She's been a dedicated choir member at HKIS for 10 years. She has performed in APAC and AMI choir festivals and at Carnegie Hall, where she traveled to perform this year for the 3rd year in a row. A soprano section leader in Madrigal Singers, student director of chamber choir, an all-around talented musician, and, as I understand it, one of the best Final Fantasy players in the school, Andrea Bum.
The National School Orchestra Award goes to a student who took part in strings and orchestra programs since grade 3, 10 years, without any interruptions. The student participated in virtually every musical event, whether it be festivals, competitions, service projects, all 4 years at APAC, won many awards throughout the years, and played with us at the first ever joint concert with the Hong Kong Philharmonic. The student represented HKS in and out of Hong Kong. It's a true leader who sets fantastic examples to all and takes initiatives. This year, award goes to Jane Lee.
First of all, I'd like to thank all the musicians and artists in the school that help to bring beauty and joy to our community and into our classrooms. In fact, that's the title of our concert this coming Saturday night at 5 o'clock. We hope that you will come and help, especially our seniors, celebrate this culminating event. At one of the senior projects yesterday, this student talked briefly about a definitive moment in their high school experience when they were called out to step up. In this case, it was by taking on a leadership role as a lead player and section leader in both the wind ensemble and jazz bands. In that moment, this student decided to step up to that challenge, and her contribution to each of these bands made a significant impact on the quality of experience for each ensemble and each ensemble member. In fact, we could not have performed much of the music we have played throughout the past couple of years without her stepping up to that challenge. Therefore, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Jasmine Sandoval. The James D. Langford Award is granted to a student who has participated in at least 3 fine art areas in high school. The student must make a significant contribution in at least 2 of those areas. The James D. Langford Award was named after a former student who loved and was involved in several of the art programs in his high school career. Soon after graduation, James was involved in a tragic car accident that took his life. His parents established this award in memory of their son. This year's recipient is most noted for his numerous contributions to the music program at HKS. He has played in the wind ensemble, jazz band, and orchestra. He served as a leader in each of those ensembles. Although extremely busy, he's always willing to take on additional responsibilities. He has accompanied the strings and choirs in numerous performances and has made a significant contribution to the recent success of our musicals by performing in the pit orchestra in recent years. Highly organized and talented and a gifted percussionist, it's my honor to present this year's recipient of the James D. Langford Award to James Drake.
The following 3 awards are senior awards, and they will be immortalized on the
plaques that are in the main office, and they are 3 extremely prestigious ones. The first, and what we'd ask is the winners of these senior awards to please come forward, and we'll read the next one because we'd like all 3 of you together for the picture. The first is the Senior Scholar Award. Senior Scholar is voted on by the faculty and given to a student of the graduating class whose academic work reflects consistent effort, thoroughness of preparation, concern for learning itself, and a positive regard for scholarship. This year's winner embodies all of these characteristics with integrity. I am proud to congratulate Lindsay Luo.
Please help me congratulate Jonathan Chung.
Okay, this award, voted by members of the graduating class, given annually to the senior who has selflessly contributed time, energy, and talent to the school community and beyond. I have to say a few words about this student. The student exemplifies so many of our SLRs, has a genuine heart for service, and her contributions to both the school community and beyond is driven by her desire to make this world a better place. She brings her cheerful disposition and focused determination to everything she does, and it's rare for her to shy away from a challenge. It's been so exciting for me to see the students' talent in organization and community building flourish this year. Watching her collaborating with so many groups, organizing events, and working closely with her leadership team, she shows great maturity and poise. Her interactions with everyone and her kindness and sensitivity win her many friends and hearts, and she's always mindful of the feelings of others. Her peers have acknowledged these qualities by unanimously voting her as a recipient of this award. Serena Chen. Serves as a strong role model and leader, and it gives me huge pleasure to present her with this year's award.
Thank you again. That wonderful applause. The National Honor Society serves to recognize students who demonstrate excellence in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. The mission of the HKIS chapter is to provide service back to the HKIS community. NHS sponsors events such as the annual blood drive, the faculty Thanksgiving dinner, and staff appreciation, among many other things. Our members also organize activities such as the Get a Life Career Speaker Series, Freshman Seminar Tips, Junior Seminar Tips, and Homework Coaches Program. I would ask right now, just could all senior members of the National Honor Society please stand? All senior members of the National Honor Society, please stand. Thank you. you might imagine, organizing so many members and so many initiatives takes solid leadership. And I would like to recognize the 3 leaders from this year. Varshika, Henry, and Lindsay, could you please come forward? It's not easy to be leaders of leaders, but these 3 individuals did it with it. You don't have to it's not easy to be leaders of leaders, but these 3 did it with encouragement and with grace. And on behalf of Ms. Haskins, she wanted you all to know we had a very successful year, and I'd like to thank all these leaders for their vision and their hard work. Thank you.
Before I honor the leader of the Ambassador Board, could I also have the senior ambassadors please stand? I want to thank them for their commitment and the hundreds of hours that they've given to the school over the last couple of years. So Ella Herworth, who's our leader of the ambassadors this year, exemplifies what it means to lead by example. Not just as a leader of the Ambassador Board, but throughout all 4 years that she's been at HKIS. This year, Ella led a group of 26 ambassadors with poise, maturity, and deep respect for the responsibility that comes with her position. She's an excellent role model who has spent countless hours assisting the program that represents our student body in a variety of scenarios throughout the year. It's been a real joy for me to witness Ella's growth, and it's bittersweet to say goodbye to her as she begins the pursuit of her dreams. I have every expectation that Ella will make a positive impact on her university and enrich the student experience there in the same way that she's left her mark at HKIS. It's my pleasure to honor Ella for her deep dedication to the Ambassador Program and the incredible passion that she has for our school. Ella Herworth, could you speak?
I apologize if it is a little bit long. We have 4 recipients for this award. In 2010, our school launched one of the first one-to-one laptop program, and that was when SDLT established. Over the years, because of the need of the community and the passion of the members, the SDLT extended its reach to media support, video streaming, providing orientation workshop for new students, participates in tech leadership conferences, and has inspired many schools in the region to build their students' digital leadership body. Being a leader in a leadership team like this is never an easy task, especially with the requirements of highly technical skills and knowledge, all the planning, organization, and communication skills, and answer questions like how to set up multiple cameras and switch between them, and teach parents how to use Google Docs, all those. Their commitment and willingness to help and grow the team make them truly amazing leaders. I would like to invite the recipients of the SDLT Leadership Award to join me at the front. The recipients this year are Seth Forrester, Athena Hostelet, Mattel Poma, Arjun Kumar, Seth is the leader of the Technical Advisory Board in SDLT and has been building systems and supporting members with their projects. His technical expertise in computer programming, helped growing the team, and his torch will be taken by Marcus Fong and Mia next year. Athena is the communication manager of the team, and she has excellent communication skills, especially with other parties such as PFO and the Booster Club. Max will continue her legend with his impeccable art sense. Mattel and Archer were the leaders of Digital Communication Alliance in SDLT. They spent numerous hours planning, organizing, and running live video stream and recording for various events in the school. Together with the whole team, they make HKIS more visible to the world and connect people with their families and friends. Grandparents from abroad were able to see the graduation of their grandkids because of their commitment to the community. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Rayo as well for his work in the training and recruitment process. Can we give them a round of applause? And can I also ask all the SDLT members to stand up? Please recognize their face if you are in the SDLT. Right. If you want to join the team, you know who you are. So just answer. Thank you.
This won't even require a picture because we have our Senate Awards Assembly on Monday. We have a transition meeting, and we'll give out all the certificates and recognition will take place there. But we did want to just have the leaders of the Senate for 217 and 218 to stand when your name is called. But let me just say one brief word. Great student government requires dialogue, collaboration, integrity, and service. We want to commend and thank the Senate for aspiring to live out those ideals. We want to recognize the Senate of 2017-18 for all their enthusiasm, hard work, and dedication. So as we call out your names, please stand and we'll honor you with our applause. First of all, from the EXCO, Presiding Officer, Maxwell Shamani.
Senator of Academic Life, Michelle Gilligan.
Senator of Athletics and Travel, Rachel C.
Senator of Discipline, TK Kim.
Senator of Public Relations, Christine Lamb.
Senator of Service, Selena Chen.
Senator of Student Life, Rael Baird.
Secretary Curran Stratton.
And my treasurer this year, Sophia Notman.
We would also like to recognize the individual class officers for this year, starting with the freshmen. President Brian Chang. Vice President Brandon Yao. Secretary George Warren. Treasurer Arjun Singh. Also like to recognize my co-advisor for the freshman class, Mr. Bell.
Our junior president, sophomore president this year, Waylon Chong. Vice President Logan Shi. Secretary Charlie Gray. And Secretary Daniel Sherman. And class advisor, Ms. Marshall and Mr. Hamilton.
And last but not least, the junior class, President Guinness Chen. Vice President Marcus Fong. Secretary Jared Mann. President Henry Smith.
such. They're often surprised by the influence that their actions have on others. But when a person begins to care more about the needs of those around them than their own personal needs for affirmation, a true spiritual leader emerges. And that's the sort of thing that you can build a legacy around. In a school where prestige and recognition and status holds an elevated place, the student has led with integrity, humility, and a willingness to serve the needs of others before himself. His influence has made HKIS a stronger community. TK, thanks for your spiritual leadership.
I would like Rachel C. and Jack Gallagher to come up. All right, first up, Rachel C. Our female recipient this year is a two-sport athlete who started her high school career as an 8th grade JV softball player. Upon arrival on the HKS high school campus, she expanded that participation to basketball and came into the program at a grassroots level. Early on, she modeled a family theme and took our girls varsity basketball program from a cellar team to a three-peat China Cup and APAC champion. She was a 3-year starter and won all APAC recognition this year in basketball. She spent countless hours analyzing game tape and giving feedback to coaches and players about the game. Her scouting reports on other teams during tournaments were as comprehensive as some coaches in the program. In softball, she was a 4-year starter and captained her last 2 years. She brought home 2 China Cup championships, 2 APAC championships, and made the All-APAC team 2 years in a row. In this most recent APAC in Manila, Rachel was the best player in the tournament, bar none. Opposing coaches could not stop talking about her amazing range in the shortstop and her anticipation of where the ball was going to be hit. She led the Dragons in all statistical hitting categories, and her leadership went beyond the sports arena as she served as our athletic senator this year. She implemented a social media platform working closely with SDLT for announcing up-to-date tournament scores, posting results after tournaments were complete, and encouraging her peers to come and cheer the Dragon teams. Attendance at games were at an all-time high this year. In addition, she ensured that female athletes had a voice and was a driving force in the emergence of successful female sports teams during her 4 years in high school. This year's recipient of the Female Athlete of the Year Award goes to Rachel C. Not to be outdone, Jack Gallagher is also another 2-sport athlete who receives our Athlete of the Year Award. He juggled soccer and rugby, which is no easy feat considering that both of these sports have extended seasons. He played hard and led well and made sure that his commitment to team was first and foremost. For soccer, he was a 4-year varsity starter. This is no small feat given he is only the second player in 10 years that have done this, so this is a huge accomplishment for him. He was solid offensively and defensively and anchored the midfield, a perfect blend of setup man, scoring potential, and ability to get back on the defensive mark to prevent the counterattack. His teams were China Cup champs 3 out of 4 years and won HKSSF Division I for all Hong Kong schools in 2016. His teams won APAC twice in his 4 years, including one Super APAC, and were runners-up in the other 2 years. He was selected All APAC in 2017
2017 and 2018. He served as captain this year in his senior year. In terms of his rugby accolades, Jack is a 3-year starter on the varsity team, which won 3 APACs, the latest being here in front of the home crowd last October. He was selected All APAC in 2016 and 2017. He served as captain as well this year. In addition, he was a regular on the Hong Kong national squads throughout his high school years. Coach Billington states that he is an outstanding player who will be sorely missed. He has a fantastic ability to read the game and take the right opportunity. Excellent skill set with solid, accurate pass of both hands that can keep the attack ahead of the defense. He defends well, willing to put his body on the line to make the tackle. These skills will serve him well as he goes on to play university-level rugby. We wish both of these athletes all the best. This year's Male Athlete of the Year, Jack Gallagher.
The next award is the Griffin and Julia Lee Spirit Award. In the spring of 2015, the entire Lee family died tragically in a car accident. Griffin was a member of the class of 2015 and Julia was from the class of 2012. Griffin and Julia were both heavily involved in the community and added a spirit of fun and excitement to everything that they did. Each year, the senior class gets to choose someone from among themselves that they feel best represents someone who models that same HKIS spirit. A few notes from the student who will receive this award. Nathan has always had school spirit and helps the whole class get excited about every spirit event. He is always fired up and consistently smiling. He truly embodies the spirit. Please help me welcome Nathan Leon.
The numbers start small, but grow larger. 4 divisions, 20 staff members, 450 pages, 2,500 books, an $800,000 budget. But it all begins with 2 editors-in-chief. This year was a year of changes for the yearbook. We moved to a new online design platform, and you know we all had a new photographer. Coordinating a publication of this size between multiple divisions isn't easy. These editors handle last-minute requests to move photos around or to take late senior dedication submissions. They've spent late nights, public holidays in the yearbook office instead of sleeping in, weekends hunched over their laptops resizing pages and re-imaging photos. When the yearbook comes out, there are inevitably mistakes, but it's all worth it. It's worth it because all of you get to get something that 20, 30, 40 years later, you'll pull off the shelf and look at it. You'll show it to your children and grandchildren. Long after the rock has been painted over by future seniors, long after you've forgotten about the stress of summatives, bad school lunches, you'll pull the yearbook off your shelf. You'll pull it off your shelf and you'll be able to reminisce about clubs and classes, teachers, and friends. You'll look back at your outfits and wonder, what were you thinking? Your kids will ask you, what were you thinking? Your grandkids will be wearing what you wore because it's cool again. You'll be able to remember the teachers that inspired you. You'll be able to remember the friends you still have and the friends that have faded away. And that book you hold in your hand, the book will remind you of what it's like to be 18 again with the future unfolding, even as the gray streaks begin to show in your hair. And it will be because of the yearbook staff that put it together. Will you all join me in honoring today Sarah Fong and Jane Wing, the two editors of the
Hi, HKIS. Over the summer, we spent a lot of time contemplating what about HKIS we wanted to represent in this year's yearbook. It wasn't until soon after we started that the idea of unity came up. With the opening of the new Lower Prairie campus and the construction of the new Upper Prairie campus, it seemed like the HKIS community has never been closer. The buddy system between the Upper Prairie and middle school students, as well as the new buddy programs in high school, are just some of the aspects that unite us as a community.
Through this yearbook, we hope that we were able to share and reflect on what HKIs mean to you, and we hope that you gain perspective on our community and their views and what HKIs means to you.
It should be no surprise that this year, we have decided to dedicate the yearbook to Mrs. Janet Tan. Whether it's helping students craft a college essay that doesn't look like smiling eyes of organization, inspiring her classes with her wit and wisdom, making sure the humanity-centered tries clean up after themselves, or encouraging the forensics team to go for the jugular. Mrs. Tan, who wrote at HKIS in 2000, is undisputedly part of the heart and soul of HKIS. She loves her values within her family, her friends, her colleagues, and her students. You will be missed.
As you may know, this year there was a big shift in our choice of a publishing company. That transition has been hard and was only made possible with the help of many. So, we would like to give a big thank you to everyone who helped out with the yearbook. If you were an editor this year, could you please stand up? We know it wasn't an easy task, but you did it. We'd also like to thank Mrs. Chen and Mrs. Booth, who both work in the marketing office, and Dr. Loveland, our principal. All of you have helped us and supported us with everything this year. And lastly, we'd like to thank our wonderful teacher advisor, Ms. Wheatley. Could you please come up? Supportive and has answered all our questions, and we're so thankful to have you. None of this would have been possible without you.
Seniors will get your yearbook tomorrow, and the rest of high school should be getting their yearbook sometime next week. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't know that was going to be up there. So, thank you for being such a supportive audience. We've had an amazing school year this year. Look around, and there's a lot of great awards, and our students continue to do amazing things every day. Finish well, seniors leave well, support each other, enjoy the last few weeks of school, and have a great day. Take care.